Howdy, and welcome back to the Texas Bucket List. If going down to Big Bend is on your bucket list, but you're worried about roughing it, I've got a place for you. You see, down in one of the most desolate parts of our state is a fine, fancy resort that's got more than just a place to lay your head. Terlingua is a terrific stop on the Texas bucket list thanks to its one-of-a-kind beauty. One of the most desolate destinations in our state, it's a part of Texas that you have to specifically be going to in order to get there. Big Bend is a big attraction here, but a little bit past the tiny town is an even smaller site known as Lajitas. And it's got one of the most high-end resorts in the whole state in a setting you can only find in the Chihuahuan Desert.
We have people who come out who've lived in Texas their entire lives and have no idea the state of Texas could look like this.
Matt Fox has been working at the Lajitas Golf Resort since 2015.
Lajitas translated is a small flat rock.
And that's the small flat rock.
Yeah.
It's not very small.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Despite being from Buffalo, he enjoys the Texas temps.
I don't like cold.
So you're in luck here.
Absolutely. This is the perfect example. It's gorgeous.
Situated on 27,000 acres in between Big Bend National Park and the Big Bend Ranch State Park, you'll find this one-of-a-kind resort that, even during their busiest times, feels like you pretty much have the whole place to yourself.
We'll have 500 guests on property that we got to take care of.
And you know what I love about it is you cannot tell there's that many people here.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. It feels like you're here with like 10 people.
I know. It's beautiful.
Houston real estate developer Walter Mishner envisioned this one-of-a-kind resort back in the 1970s.
He wanted this to be the Palm Springs of Texas.
The rustic hotel and other accommodations give the Lajitas Golf Resort its charm. The quiet dining amongst the mountains of West Texas give it the serenity. The Thirsty Goat Saloon provides a watering hole to quench your thirst. But the one-of-a-kind golf course sitting on the banks of the Rio Grande is truly something to behold.
Is it crazy to have a golf course like this in the middle of the desert like this?
Yes, I just always wanted to meet the person that drove it down to this area and said, I'm gonna build a golf course down here. But no, it's really cool to see just wall-to-wall turf in the middle of the Chihuahuan Desert.
Head golf pro Matt Rippey knows he's working at one of the most sought-after golfing spots in the state.
There's a reason it's the #1 public golf course in Texas.
I can only imagine the difficulties of trying to maintain a golf course in this environment.
It's challenging, but we have a wonderful superintendent. Logan Knapp does an incredible job.
Here, it's all about the one-of-a-kind setting.
Normally when you design a golf course, you have a piece of property and you can just design the golf course and drop it in, but I mean, you have to, I'm sure he had to go out there and find spots for holes and utilize the hills and the elevation changes, and I think he did an outstanding job with it.
So this is 13, and that's a par 3?
That is a par 3.
I mean, how close is that?
That is 170 yards from where we're standing.
It looks like it's a mile away.
It does.
This is unreal. And of course, you put sand right in front of it.
That's to catch your ball so it doesn't go in the ravine.
Yeah.
The 14th hole is even more impressive with its incredible bird's nest view. When you're up there, you're not entirely sure which way to hit your ball.
Which one do you hit it on? That one?
Right there.
Okay, straight ahead. And then how far to the front of the fairway?
Oh, we're probably only looking at about 150, 170
That's
yards or
it?
so.
I feel like you gotta get it half a mile.
Looks a lot farther.
This is unreal. That's amazing is you're so focused on the fairway, but then you look around and I mean, wow.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the river, you can see Lajitas Mesa, you can see all the bluffs and Chizos Mountains, and it's definitely the best view in the house, in my opinion.
You know what I can't get over? How deafening quiet it is.
It's nice, isn't it?
I mean, there's not even wind rustling the leaves.
No, you can hear the birds flapping, and it's nice.
So is Mexico over there, or yes?
Mexico's over the river that
Okay.
way.
Oh
yep.
yeah, there it is. You can see the curve of the river.
Yep, and that's like one of the holes that I'm saying, like, I can take a picture and show you a video, but until you actually are physically on the tee box looking straight downhill, that's something you gotta see in person.
But if you want an even closer look at the border, there's a hole that plays right up against it.
That's the Rio Grande right there.
That's the Rio Grande right there. The way we're standing, we're looking due north right now,
Okay.
and we're in Texas, but we're looking into Mexico,
Sure
looking
enough.
due north.
Because of the curve in the river there.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Not too many places that you can look north into Mexico.
No, sir. Little tradition we like to have here. Come back to the back tee box and tee one up and hit a drive over the river. And so you hit one so far, you hit it in a different country.
Nice.
Now that's something worth checking off the list.
Oh yeah.
So if being surrounded by the beauty of West Texas while enjoying a top-of-the-line Lone Star State resort is the vacation you're looking for, or perhaps just hitting a few golf balls is what you prefer, taking a swing at the Lajitas Golf Resort is well worth a stop on the Texas bucket list.
You can't really describe it to people. You can try, but we haven't figured it out yet. It's something that you have to visually experience and see. This is a bucket list golf course.
We're taking Texas to the country.
The Texas Bucket List is brought to you by Spirit of Texas Bank, Texans helping Texans, Slovaceks, you'll love our sausage, and Dairy Queen. That's what I like about Texas.